Thank you. I'm excited to see it. Oh, did you make this picture? That is a lovely spring picture. Thank you. Will you hold on to it for me? Will you hold on to it for me? Thank you. And I'll get it after story time and put it on my picture wall. Hi, welcome to Preschool Story Time. I'm Miss Jessica, and I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad it's spring. Hi, Poppy. I'm Miss Jessica. I'm so excited, and I wanted to show you guys some new stuff in story time, okay? So in preschool story time, I'm actually going to be doing a lot of puppet stuff today. So I'm going to be in the puppet theater, which is very exciting. But I wanted to show you because sometimes it's so hard to sit for a long time. Does anybody else's body get really wiggly? And sometimes you're just so excited you want to stand and maybe dance. Well, I made a little stand zone because it was really hard when we were standing up in front of our friends who felt like they wanted to sit down and they couldn't see the pictures. So I put out 4 cones, and if your body starts to feel really excited, you can come stand in the stand zone, okay? And you're still really close to me. You can still see the books, but you have your own special spot where you can dance, and you can stand, and you can jump, and that way all of your friends can still see the books. Does that sound like a plan? I think that sounds like a plan. The other thing is sometimes we get up and we dance and we have fun during story times. And remember, we just have to watch out for where our body is and where somebody else's body is. Because some of our friends are big, but some of our friends are small. And we wouldn't want to step on anybody, right? So that's another thing. So we're going to look, we're going to listen, we're going to have so much fun, okay? And it's okay if you forget about the stand zone. It's just there for your convenience, okay? I just wanted to make sure you guys had a spot where you could come play if sitting was really hard. Does that sound like a plan? Give me 2 fingers up if that's a good plan. You could do this. You could do this. Give me 2 pinkies up if you think that's a good plan. Do you guys know which one's your pinky? Your small ones. Okay, awesome. So announcement time, Super Saturdays at 10 o'clock is when we have lots of fun stuff for you guys. And this week, I think it's a free craft play. So I think Miss Emily's going to put out a bunch of fun stuff that you guys can just play and do whatever you want. So that's going to be really fun on Saturday, okay? So we've got announcements out of the way. We've got rules out of the way. Now it's time for fun. Okay, so I'm going to sing my hello song because I want to greet all of you. I like you, there's no doubt about it. I like you, there's no doubt about it. I like you, there's no doubt about it. You are my good friend. I like you, there's no doubt about it. I like you, there's no doubt about it. I like you, there's no doubt about it. You are my good friend. Okay, you guys ready to learn about frogs? And to have so much fun with frogs? Okay, I'm gonna go behind the puppet show. Let's see how long it takes me. Can you guys count while I go? I was so fast. Wow, that was awesome. Okay, another thing we started in preschool story time to help our brains grow really big is a memory box. So there's something in the memory box, and it's going to show up in one of our books, one of our songs, and one of our stories. Okay, so this is a clue in the memory box. And our job is to remember it. And when we see it in the book, we can go, hey, that's the thing in the memory box. And we're going to see if we can remember, okay? Memory box, what's inside the memory box? Memory box, what's inside the memory box? Oh my goodness. What is this? A butterfly, but we're reading books about frogs. I wonder when the butterfly is going to show up. Ooh, this might be tricky to remember. We might get so distracted by all the frogs, we won't remember the butterfly. Okay. Can you guys remember what was in the memory box? A butterfly. Okay, I can't wait to see if the butterfly shows up. Our first book is called An Extraordinary Egg. And I will be honest, I picked this book because one of the frogs' names is Jessica. And my name is Jessica. So I thought, well, we have to read it, right? It's just too perfect. A frog book and a frog named Jessica? On Pebble Island, there lived 3 frogs. Marilyn, August, and the last one's name is Jessica. Jessica was full of wonder. She would go on long walks way to the other side of Pebble Island and return at the end of the day shouting, "Look what I found!" And even if it was nothing but an ordinary little pebble, she would say, "Isn't it extraordinary?" But Marilyn and August were never really that impressed. One day, in a mound of stones, she found one that stood out from the others. It was perfect, white like the snow, and round like the full moon on a midsummer night. Even though it was almost as big as she was, Jessica decided to bring it home. What do you think it is? Is it a rock? I don't know. Let's see. I wonder what Marilyn and August will say when they see this, she thought, as she rolled the beautiful stone all the way home. "Look what I found," she said triumphantly, "a huge pebble." This time, Marilyn and August were truly astonished. "That's not a pebble, it's an egg. It's a chicken egg," said Marilyn, because Marilyn always seems to know stuff. "Some things you just know," she said. Well, what happens to an egg? A few days later, they heard a sound. The egg started to crack, and out of the egg came a chicken, said Marilyn. Was she right? Does Marilyn know everything? No. She said, "That's a chicken." "See," says Marilyn, "I was right. It is a chicken." The chicken took a deep breath, grunted, and gave each of the astonished frogs a look and said in a small, raspy voice, "Where is water?" "Straight ahead," the frogs cried out excitedly. The chicken threw herself into the water, and the frogs dove in after her. To their surprise, the chicken was a good swimmer, and fast too, and she showed them new ways to float and paddle. They had a wonderful time together and played from sunup to sundown. Is that really a chicken? It's not. They think it's a chicken. It's so funny. It is an alligator, and every time they call it a chicken, it makes me giggle. Then one day, Jessica was somewhere else. August and Marilyn saw a commotion in the water from below them. Someone was in trouble. Quickly, the chicken dove into the dark pool. August and Marilyn were frightened. After a few long moments, the chicken reappeared carrying Jessica. "I'm all right," she said. "I just got tangled in the weeds, but the chicken saved me." From that day on, Jessica and her rescuer were inseparable friends. Whenever Jessica went, the chicken went too. They traveled all over the island. They went to Jessica's secret thinking place. It's always good to have a thinking place. And to the Great Pebble Monument. She does love pebbles, that Jessica. One day they went to a place where Jessica had never been before. A red and blue bird flew down from the tree. "Oh, there you are," exclaimed when it saw the chicken. "Your mother has been looking all over for you. I will take you to her." They followed the bird for a very long time. They walked and they walked. They walked under the warm sun and the cool moon, and then they came upon the most extraordinary creature they had ever seen. It was asleep, but when it heard the little chicken shout, "Mother!" it opened an eye, smiled an enormous smile, and in a voice as gentle as a whispering grass said, "Come here, my sweet little alligator." And the little chicken climbed happily onto her mother's nose. "Now it's time for me to go," said Jessica. "I'll miss you very much, little chicken. Come visit us soon and bring your mother too." Jessica couldn't wait to tell Marilyn and August what had happened. As she neared the inlet, she shouted, "Guess what I found?" And she told them about it. And do you know what the mother called chicken? What? They said. Alligator, said Jessica, and they could not stop laughing. How silly to call the chicken an alligator. It's really funny because it's really an alligator, isn't it? I like that story. It's long, and you guys set so well for it. So now, if your body's telling you you need to move, I'm going to do a song with some frogs. And if you have a safe place and you want to hop like a frog whenever the frogs hop, feel free, okay? Just remember to watch out for your friends. Okay, so I'm going to sing a song about frogs. How many frogs do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what color are the frogs? Green, and they're speckled. So there's lots of ways to sing this song, but I'm going to sing it 5 green and speckled frogs, okay? Does anybody know this song already and want to help me sing? You do? Awesome. And like I said, if you want to jump into the pool when they do, feel free. 5 green and speckled frogs sitting on a hollowed log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 4 green speckled frogs. How many frogs? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 green and speckled frogs sitting on a hollow log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 3 green speckled frogs. How many frogs?
2.
Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. 3 green and speckled frogs sitting on a hollow log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 2 green speckled frogs. How many frogs? 2. 1, 2. 2 green and speckled frogs sitting on a hollow log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there's only 1 green speckled frog. 1 green and speckled frog sitting on a hollow log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. He jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are no green speckled frogs because they're all swimming. Can you guys jump in the pond? Swimming, 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 swimming. Swimming, swimming. Okay, I have another fun frog song for you guys. What sound does a frog make? Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Well, in this song, the frog's going to say lots of different silly things. And we're going to say, no, frogs say la-di-da-di-da. And when we say la-di-da-di-da, we're going to stand up, we're going to shake our hands, and we're going to turn around. So if you want to stand up and dance with me, feel free. If you want to sit and watch, you can do that too. Okay? So my frog is going to say really funny things that frogs don't really say. And then we're going to say, no, frogs say la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. Okay, you guys got it? Ready? Went the little green frog one day. Went the little green frog. Went the little green frog one day. And they all went, ah. Can you guys do that? Can you say, went the little green frog one day. Went the little green frog. Went the little green frog one day. And they all went, But we all know frogs say la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. We all know frogs say la-di-da-di-da. They don't go ah. Isn't that funny? Splish, splish, went the little green frog one day. Splish, splish, went the little green frog. Splish, splish, went the little green frog one day. And they all went splish, splish, splosh. You want to sing that one again with me? Splish, splish went the little green frog one day. Splish, splish went the little green frog. Splish, splish went the little green frog one day, and they all went splish, splish, splosh. But we know frogs sing la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. We all know frogs sing la-di-da-di-da. They don't go splish, splish, splosh. Okay, one more. Ribbit, ribbit went the little green frog one day. Ribbit, ribbit went the little green frog. Ribbit, ribbit went the little green frog one day, and they all went ribbit, ribbit, ah. You guys sing that one with me? Ribbit, ribbit went the little green frog one day. Ribbit, ribbit went the little green frog. Ribbit, ribbit went the little green frog one day, and they all went ribbit, ribbit, ah. But we know frogs sing la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. We all know frogs sing la-di-da-di-da. They don't go ribbit, ribbit, ah. Isn't that the silliest song? Because what do frogs really say? La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. No, just kidding. They say ribbit, 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 ribbit. All righty. Are you guys ready for a puppet show?
My sister Sarah has a friend named August, like the frog.
Really? So we have an August and a Jessica? How special. Okay, you'll want to be sitting down for this one because this is a puppet show, okay? It's about a frog who's a wide-mouthed frog. Can you guys open your mouths really wide? He's a wide-mouthed frog. And what does he like to eat? Does anybody know? Fish? He likes bugs. I'm a wide-mouthed frog, and I love to eat bugs. Well, he's also a very curious frog. So one day, he decided to jump out of the pond and go on a hopping adventure so that he could find out what other animals eat. Because he's a wide-mouthed frog, and I love to eat bugs. So as he was walking, one day he came to a giant tree, and in the tree there was thank you, friend, there was a squirrel with a very bushy tail. And he said, "Hi, squirrel, what do you like to eat?" And the squirrel said, "I love to eat acorns and nuts. I bury them and save them for winter, and then I gobble them up." And he said, well, I'm a wide-mouthed frog, and I love to eat bugs. Interesting, said the squirrel. Well, he kept hopping along, and he found a bumblebee. And he said to the bumblebee, "What do you like to eat?" And the bumblebee said, buzz, buzz. I love to visit each flower and get nectar and pollen and make honey. Well, I'm a wide-mouthed frog, and I love to eat bugs. I better fly away, said the bee. He didn't want to get eaten. Well, he hopped and he hopped and he hopped and he hopped really long ways, and he came across a raccoon. And he said, "Raccoon, what do you like to eat?" And the raccoon said, "Anything. Garbage, leftover pizza, whatever, man. I like to eat it." And the wide-mouthed frog said, well, I'm a wide-mouthed frog, and I love to eat bugs. So then he hopped, and he hopped, and he hopped, and he hopped a really long ways until he found a zebra. That's a lot of hopping, friends. And he said, "Zebra, I've never seen a zebra. What do you like to eat?" And the zebra said, "I like to eat grass." Well, I'm a wide-mouthed frog, and I love to eat bugs. Well, then he came across an elephant. And he said, "Elephant, what do you like to eat?" And the elephant said, "I like to eat plants." And he said, "Well, I'm a wide-mouthed frog, and I love to eat bugs." Well, he was hopping, and he was getting kind of hot. And he thought, I will hop towards this big river. And when he got to the river, he saw, who did he see? A chicken. He saw an alligator. And he said, "Alligator, I'm a wide-mouthed frog, and I love to eat bugs. And the alligator said, well, I'm an alligator, and I love to eat wide-mouthed frogs. Ooh, well, have a nice day. Bye. Do you guys get it? He didn't want to be wide-mouthed anymore, did he? He wanted to, oh, okay, bye. Can you guys make your mouths really small? Ooh, okay, bye. No wide-mouthed frogs here anymore, huh? That was funny. Okay, here's a test. Does anybody remember what was in our memory box? A butterfly. You guys have good memories. Kiss your brains. I haven't seen a butterfly yet. Have you? I saw a bumblebee, but I didn't see a butterfly. Well, that's okay. We will read another book, but just don't forget to keep your eyes open for a butterfly. This book is called The Icky Sticky Frog. And this book has some hard lessons about nature in it. On a pretty blue lake, on a big brown log, sat a very quiet little green frog. A fly flew by. Shh, frog didn't make a sound. He just eyed the fly flying around. Whoop! Out came the frog's tongue, so sticky and long, and slurp, that fly was gone. The frog ate him. Just as Frog was swallowing the fly, a colorful beetle was crawling by. Shh, Frog didn't make a sound. He just eyed the beetle crawling around. What do you think's gonna happen? Whoop! Out came his tongue, so sticky and long, and sloop. Now the beetle was gone. He ate that beetle. The frog swallowed the beetle like he swallowed the fly. Then a green grasshopper came hopping by. Shh, Frog didn't make a sound. He just eyed the grasshopper hopping around. What's gonna happen? Whoop! Out came his tongue, so sticky and long. Slurp! Now the grasshopper was gone. Frog swallowed the grasshopper hopping by like he swallowed the beetle, and he swallowed the fly, and then he saw a pretty butterfly. A pretty butterfly. Did anybody see one? If you see it, shout, butterfly! Hey, we found our memory box. Shh, Frog didn't make a sound. He just eyed the butterfly flying around. Fly higher, butterfly. Whoop! Out came Frog's tongue, so sticky and long. And gulp, the frog was gone. Who ate him? A fish! What a twist ending. And not a happy one, except for the butterfly. Oh my goodness. What? I did not see that one coming. Well, you guys have been excellent listeners. Kiss your brains. You have sat so still. You have used the standing zone when your body needed it. I think we could handle playing a wild and raucous game. What do you guys think? So I think we should make the floor into a pond, and you can all be frogs, okay? So if you're a grown-up and you're scared of getting hopped on, maybe move to the side. If you're a friend who doesn't really want to hop around, maybe move to the side. We're going to make this a big pool, and we're going to play music, and we're going to hop. And when the music stops, you have to make sure you freeze and the snake can't see you, okay? I'm going to be the snake, but I'm a very nice snake who only eats frogs with permission, okay? So if you don't want to get eaten, you can just say, mm-mm, and I'll keep moving, okay? Does that sound good? Okay, Mr. Bryant's going to start the music, and you guys can start hopping, and I'm going to find a big old snake, okay? Does that sound good? Did the song stop? Can I eat you? No. Can I eat you? No. Can I eat you? No. Okay. Okay, my froggies can jump. The snake is frozen. He can only come out when the music stops. So you can jump all over the pond. Can I eat you? No. 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 Oh, can I eat you? No. No. Okay. Humph. I only do it with permission. I promise. And I can't move until the music stops. Can I eat you?
Yeah.
Can I eat you? Can I eat you? Can I eat you? No. Can I eat you?
No.
Can I eat you? No. Can I eat you?
No.
No. Are you sure? Okay. Can I eat you? No. Okay. I only ate one frog. I'm a hungry snake. Can I eat you? Can I eat you? Can I eat you? Can I eat you? Will anybody let me eat them? No? Okay, I'll swim back to the jungle. Bye-bye, snake. Sorry, nobody really wants to be eaten. I get it. Oh my gosh, have you guys had a fun story time?
Yeah.
I'm so glad. Well, let me tell you about the craft. We are making icky sticky frogs.
Yeah.
So do you see he has that long tongue?
Yeah.
Well, in the art room, I have paper bags. I have long strips of red paper, and the trick to make it curl is you roll them on a pencil. Okay, your grown-up can help you do that. I have green eyes, but I also have lots of different colors. Maybe your frog is purple, or your frog is red. You know, in the rainforest, frogs are lots of different colors. So you can make a green frog, or you can make a fancy rainforest frog. I have green pencils, green markers, and green crowns set out, but I also have all the colors set out too. So you can decide what your frog looks like. And maybe you don't feel like making a frog, maybe you want to make something else. And guess what? It's the library. You can do whatever you want in the art craft room with the supplies I give you. Does that sound good?
Yes, but I love purple and blue.
So you could make a purple frog. If you wanted, you could make a yellow frog, or a green frog, or a brown frog.
Rainbow.
You could make a rainbow frog. All righty. Thanks for sitting. Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming here today. Now that story time is over, hope you have a lovely day. I hope you guys had fun. I also put out some frog puppets, so if you wanted to act out some of the frog stories, you can. If art's not your thing and you just want to play with frogs, go for it.